Oh, we gotta watch the trailer again. Oh, it's so good. The trailer is so good. It looks so good. I cannot contain my excitement for this. I have been waiting for this for such a long time. So today, I was just at work, minding my own business, being depressed, as you do at a manual labor job. I went to go take my break, and then just randomly on my Twitter feed, I saw Devil is a Part-Timer promo on my Twitter timeline. I'm like, that's really strange. This show it's been 8 years since the show came out. And I just find that today, there's a season 2 announcement? After 8 years? I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm genuinely excited. This is the happiest I've been for an anime in a long time. Dude, I am such a big fan of the series. Like, this is one of the very few series where after it finished, I actually was motivated to go and read the source material. I read the light novel. I read a book. I read a book with words in it. There's words. I know there's a manga, but might as well read the original source material if I can. I genuinely think it's a series with one of the best premises that has been released in quite a while. And it's still relevant today because of the boom of the isekai genre. Gigguk made a video about this a while ago. It's such a unique take on isekai that was way ahead of its time. So a season 2 announcement right now is, one, it's mind-blowing, but two, it also kind of makes sense in a way. It would be so refreshing to see something different from the usual bog standard isekai trends we've been seeing as of late. But yeah, I'm going on many tangents and rambling. I can't contain my words. I'm genuinely excited for this. And what shocked me the most is there's no release date yet, but they have a preview with finished animation. They have animation that seems to go pretty far into what I've read in the light novel. So I guess production has been going on this for at least a little while now. And dude, the preview they showed looked so good. First of all, good sign in general. Everything was moving. Everything was so fluid. And I know there was just select scenes and it might have been their best work. We technically don't know, but it looks promising nonetheless. And dude, the designs, everybody got such a huge upgrade. But Mao and Ashia got the biggest upgrades, man. They went from specifically Mao. Back in 2013, it seemed like every light novel manga adaptation was making their main character just look like Kirito, basically. Mao just looked like Kirito with slightly different eyes. That's not the case in the light novel at all. He's drawn with much rounder features, a lot of curved lines. The designs for the light novels are actually really unique and I really like them. And I'm so glad they're sticking close to them for this. They're shockingly close to the light novels. The round edges, the round face, the big heads, the far apart eyes. I love that they're doing this. It'll set it apart from what it was back in 2013. It'll set it apart from a lot of the isekais that we at least saw back in 2013. A lot of them have gotten better and have more unique art style. And also, I think just this rounder design fits the show a lot better. I think you can have a lot more expressive animation, especially with the type of comedy this has. It's a lot of situational comedy with character acting involved, surprise expressions. Bottom line, the show looks really good. I watched the preview trailer in my car and just had the dumbest grin on my face throughout the rest of my entire shift. And I was just waiting. I was just waiting, thinking about this video to make, because I really can't contain my excitement. I don't know why, of all shows, this is the one I'm most excited for. I think it's mostly because of this. There are so many shows I watch and they get a season 2 announcement and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. They deserve a season 2. But Devil's a Part-Timer was in that phase of anime where basically nothing got a season 2. Unless it was the hottest shit, like Sword Art Online or something. Basically nothing got a season 2. So it came into the scene with this really great and unique premise, with some genuinely fun characters. It dipped its toe in the water with its comedy, its setting, its characters. It did a really good job in doing so, and then it just vanished. I saw limitless potential with this series, and I'm so glad I read the light novel because book 3 of the light novel is so good. This has been a lot of just me rambling to a microphone, basically. I have up to volume 7. I'm in the middle of reading volume 7 right now, and I really like this series. I do see myself reading it to the end, and I think it's finished, and I think it has 24 volumes, and it might take a little while, but I will eventually get there. And now that I've gotten my initial knee-jerk reactions out of the way, I'm going to get into some, I guess you could call it speculation. I'm just going to say how far in the books I think it'll go. I'm not going to say any spoilers. Don't worry. I'll probably just give my general rating of each of the books and how many volumes of the light novel it'll cover, assuming it's a 12 episode series. Also based on what I saw in the trailer. So I'm not giving away any plot details. I'm not going to talk about that at all. But if you still are wary and just want to go into the show completely blind, I'll give you a timestamp to skip to just listen to my closing thoughts on what I think about the season 2 as a whole. So season 1 of the show, if you guys didn't know, covered volumes 1 and 2 of the light novel. And so I picked it up from volume 3 and I just read on from there. From what I saw in the trailer and from what I'm hoping for, honestly, I think the anime is going to cover volumes 3, 4, and 5. Obviously, it's going to cover volume 3. And then later in the trailer, you see shots that look like it's from volume 4. And one shot that I'm assuming is from volume 5. I don't remember a moment like that in volumes 3 or 4. I could be wrong, misremembering it, because it's been a couple years. Not a couple years. I think it's been a year since I've read volume 3 and a couple months since I've read volume 4. So I might just be misremembering it or not remembering certain details about setting, but that's me going off speculation. And that's also me hoping for that because volume 3 is amazing. They need to cover it. They have to. It's the one that follows season 1, like just directly. Like there's no getting around it. Volume 4 is a little weak in my opinion. Yes, you can see Bikini Girl. That's always a pleasant surprise. Yeah, we don't. If the cover wasn't a dead giveaway, we're not getting a beach episode. We're getting a beach arc. Hell yeah! Volume 4 was fine. It was kind of it was weird because it was a whole book, but it kind of felt like filler. So in my opinion, it wouldn't be bad, but it would be a little underwhelming to end on volume 4 because you have this great arc that's in volume 3 and then just like kind of a mediocre one in volume 4. So it'd just be ending the season with a whimper. Volume 5, however, is 1, a lot of fun, and 2, the climax is really good in this. And there's some intrigue thrown in there that could potentially lead to a season 3 if people are interested. I would love that. So I think volume 5 would be a better place to cap off the series. In saying that, I am a little worried that it'll be too packed. The biggest hurdle that they have to get over is actually season 1 left out some details from the light novel that do become very, very important in season 2 and onwards. So not only do they have to fill it with new content, they have to retroactively add in the content that they missed in the previous seasons. Also, they're gonna have to retcon some stuff because it seems like they wrapped up season 1 thinking there wasn't ever gonna be a season 2. So the ending of season 1 is a little bit different than the ending of the light novel. So there's just some logistical stuff that they're gonna have to deal with, as well as all the new content. So I'm hoping it doesn't get too packed. I'm thinking it should be fine. It's not like they have to cover like double the material in the same amount of time or anything like an Index 3 situation. It's just like they kind of have to compact it a little bit more. I'm just hoping that they can pull it off. I want this season to be as good as possible so we can potentially get more. I doubt the show will run until like the end of the light novel because there's 24 volumes of that. So that's going to take forever. But I hope it gets far enough to get more people interested because I think people have kind of forgotten about this show and it's a real damn shame. It is one I regularly go back to because it just has some of the most fun characters in it. And I think that's what I gravitate towards most in shows. It's the cast of characters. This has probably the most fun, the most unique cast of characters I've seen in a lot of anime. Okay, not the most, but definitely one of the most. It's just these 6 people and some side characters along the way. And it's just fun stories with banter between them. And there's an isekai plot in there. And it's just such a fun show. And it really needed more time to breathe and more time for people to actually get attached to it. It's just rewarding seeing this show that I watched so long ago, that I loved so long ago, finally get more content. It's just like kind of rewarding in a way. This must be how Index fans felt when season 3 was announced. Now I'm just crossing my fingers that I don't feel the same way that Index fans felt when season 3 was finished. Because, oh my god, that was... Oh, I don't want another Index 3 situation. Please let this be really good. I think that about wraps up all my thoughts on this. I just kind of wanted to share my excitement. I'm so giddy just watching this trailer over and over. I don't even know what to say, man. I'm just so happy. And I hope for a lot of fans, this 8-year-long wait for a new season will be worth it. I really hope that it's an absolute banger of a season. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button and also subscribe. This is a little different from content I normally do. I don't do like new stuff. I do sort of like comedic videos. I watch hentai. That's fun, I guess. So if you look at my other content and you decide to stay, thank you. I really appreciate it. See ya.